Yo, 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 what's up? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to introduce you to the massive game collection. This is 24 products that I've done over the past 2 decades, right? That you're going to get for one low price. Check this out. Now, in the massive game collection, you're going to get my audio and video programs, seminars, and ebooks. These audio and video programs include How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day audiobook, The Bad Boys Guide to Dating program, Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men, Man Up, Principles Every Man Should Live By, The Abundance Mindset, How to Date Multiple Women Successfully, The Confidence Booster, Become the Man Women Naturally Desire, The Conversation Booster, Know Exactly What to Say to Spark Attraction, The Secret Woman Code, 7 Things Women Do to Deceive and Play Games, The Simple Way to Talk to Women, What Every Man Should Know About Sex, Dating, and Relationships, and Stop Being Nice and Friendly, How to Escape the Friend Zone for Good. Now, the seminars you're gonna get are Expectations versus Reality Seminar, The Bad Boy Seminar, The Truth About the Game Seminar, How to Pick Up and Date Multiple Women Seminar, The Manhood and the Game Seminar, Reclaim the Game Seminar, and Step Up Your Dating Game Audio Seminar. And the ebooks that you're gonna get are Looks Don't Matter ebook, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day ebook, The Bad Boy ebook, and 60-Second Game ebook. This collection covers everything you need to know about attracting and maintaining beautiful women in your life. This is what you're gonna learn: how to approach women with confidence, overcoming your fear of rejection, mastering conversations and how to flirt, improving your appearance and presence, dating multiple women without drama, staying out the friend zone, understanding female psychology, and much, much more. I've noticed that many men today are either afraid to approach women or have given up entirely, thinking it doesn't work anymore, right? I see a lot of videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube of women saying they don't want to be approached, and then they're saying they want to be approached, and guys are confused and guys are frustrated at approaching women. And so what I've done is that I've created a brand new program, right, that is only available on the massive game collection called Approaching Reborn, to motivate you guys to really go out there and approach. So this program, Approaching Reborn, is going to give you 5 easy, proven ways to start approaching women again without fear of constant rejection, right? So inside this program, you're going to learn the mindset shift that makes approaching natural and stress-free, also an approach style that drastically reduces instant rejection, and then 3 powerful ways to approach women in different situations for maximum results, and more insider tips when you check out this program. So not only are you going to get all these other programs, you're going to get this brand new program called Approaching Reborn that's going to teach you how to really go out there, approach, and get the results that you want. How much will you need to invest to get the massive game collection? Now, keep in mind, you're getting 24 products. So if you were to purchase each of these products individually, it will come up to $2,185 if you got all of these combined. But you're not gonna have to invest that much today, because from now up until August 31st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can get the massive game collection for the low price of only $997. That's it. Only $997. So that means you're saving more than $1,000, right? Guys, let's be honest. You've probably spent more this year simping, tricking, going on dates with women who don't like you and waste your time. So now's the time to stop making the same mistakes you've been making and invest in yourself so you can get what you want out of the dating game. Now remember, you have from now up until August 31st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to get on the discount price of $997, all right? Because on September 1st, the price is gonna go way, way up. So make sure you click the link below or go straight to shoplocario.com right now to get the massive game collection today. we here. Oh, we are here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Gonna give y'all that heavy game today as usual. You feel me? Shout out to my lady April MC in the building. Shout out to my lady. Shout out to June Sports, Emmanuel. Shout out to Steve-O Baby, John Franklin, No Data, Champ Lee, Dukalex. What's popping with your Phoenix Smiles in the building? What's going on? Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Who else we got up in here? My dude Cambo. What's popping with your Mike Larry? What's good? What's going on? Kobe Lean in the building. What's popping with you, man? So today, guys, the show's going to be so good. The game is going to be so heavy. It's just so much to talk about. I'm going to be showing you guys a video I'm going to be doing a reaction to, but I'm also going to be, breaking down, stuff before and in between and at the end. So you guys can understand this game. But before we get into all of those other things, man, always remember, guys, that, there's a lot of stuff, right, that you guys need to get up on, right? And the first thing I want to talk about real quick is this website right here, which is CunninghamElements.com. Go to CunninghamElements.com to get your masculine identity parfum, get the masculine identity soap, and also get the Cunningham, shea butter, get all that stuff. It is fire. Go to CunninghamElements.com right now to get that cracking. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. Go to shoplocario.com. Get the online dating consultation with myself in April. If you are having trouble on online dating, I'm telling you, once you get this consultation, right, we are going to fix your pictures, your bio, and we're going to teach you how to send messages to get the women off the app to the dates at your place, all those different things that you guys want to happen. So make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com to get your online dating consultation. Also, make sure you guys get the massive game collection. You know what I'm saying? Remember, the massive game collection is at a discount price up until August 31st. On September 1st, soon as the clock strikes midnight on September 31st, or I should say 12 a.m. either way, on September 1st, I should say, that's when the price is going to go back up. You feel what I'm saying? Or it's going to go up to its original price. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning the price is going to go up on September 1st. So make sure that you get this by August 31st. You guys have 10 days left, 9 days left for this, and then that's going to be pretty much it. Then you got to get it at the regular price. So I'm telling y'all, get it now, and also get the critically acclaimed to master the vetting process. This is mandatory so that you guys know how to vet women. If you don't know how to vet women, everything that you're doing in the dating game is going to fall apart. It's really that simple. I don't know how else to tell you this. If you do not know how to vet, your shit is going to be crazy. You feel what I'm saying? And also make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com. That's where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Go there and make it happen right now on the Bad Boy membership. We have how to train yourself in 90 days to attract and maintain hot women. The game is fire. And last but not least, make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Join the Masculine Identity Membership so you can get on the Zoom calls with Miles every Monday. Make sure you guys check that out and get that going. You feel me? So, guys, calling number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go and get that cracking. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We'll get to your question. If you want to call in, donate $5 or more per question, $10 or more per story. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get into this, man. We're talking about how playing games to attract women is feminine. It's feminine as hell. You know what I'm saying? Now, what am I talking about? What am I talking about when I say this shit is feminine? So what you got to understand is that when you are dealing with women, right? When you're interacting with women, you're making shit happen with women, you as a man, you are supposed to lead a woman, guide her, and upgrade her mind. You understand what I'm saying? So now what happens is that when a guy is trying to play games, right? What he's doing is that he's not being masculine. He's being feminine, right? Because what happens is that, when we talk about being feminine, when we talk about, a woman being a woman and a woman being feminine, right? What happens is that a woman will usually play games until she meets a man who will teach her that she doesn't have to play games. All right. So let's slow this down. So what happens is that women are going to play games because that's what they know how to do. And women think they need to play games in order to attract a man. The problem is that when women play games, they attract males. They attract guys who don't have game, right? Because guys who don't have game chase women, right? And so what happens is a woman plays games so long that she doesn't even know how to not play the games. You understand what I'm saying? So what a woman will do is she's trying to get the best guy that she can get. And so she's figuring, how do I get the best guy that I can get, right? So on her journey to getting that best guy, she's going to run into guys that she's not really that into, right? But what she can do with these guys is she can play games with them to get other things out the guy, right? So she may not necessarily want to have sex with this guy that she doesn't really like, but she's like, let me play games so I can get him to take me to dinner. Let me play games so I can get him to, pay my rent. Let me play games so I can get him to give me attention. So at least I can utilize this guy for something. So this is where the game playing happens, because what she needs to do is she's like, I have to get him to think I like him in order to get him to give me more time, attention, and energy. But I really don't want to have sex with him. So let me see how long I can play this game to get something out of him. Right now, there are times where women will end up having sex with some of these guys because they've been playing these games for so long that they're like, shit, it's been like 2-3 months. He's going to want some pussy. Let me just throw him some pussy real quick. Right. Other times the girl doesn't even need to do that because the guy's giving up so much so soon that she gets as much as she wants out of the guy and then just tosses him to the side. Right now, the problem with this is that a lot of guys, because they start to catch on that women are playing games, they start to think, oh, well, you know what? If a woman is playing games, I should play games too. I should play around, be manipulative, be deceptive, just like the woman. Right. And then so what happens is that they'll be manipulative, they'll be deceptive. And then sometimes what will happen is that those women will end up, giving them attention because they're being deceptive. The women will sort of give them some sort of energy because the deceptive tactics that they're doing, right, it taps into the woman's insecurity. So what happens is it may seem like a woman is chasing a guy who's being manipulative. So the guy has been getting played. He says, you know what, fuck all this. I'm tired of getting played. I'm going to do the same tactics these women are doing. He does the same tactics. So what happens is that the next woman he's dealing with, he manipulates them. So then the women, right, start to respond to him differently because he's being manipulative and playing games just like how women will play games. The issue is that the woman is not into him. He thinks she's into him. He's like, yo, playing these games are working, man. This is great. I'm getting this girl, she's going crazy. She's texting me. It seems like she's chasing me now. But what they don't understand is this. The woman is not chasing him. She's chasing validation because of his manipulation. So she doesn't like him. She's just trying to get validated because she's insecure, right? The insecurity in the first place is the thing that causes the woman to play the games in the first place. You understand? Remember, she's playing the games because she's trying to get something out of the guys that she doesn't like. Because if she really had game, she'd be able to tell the guys that she don't really like that, hey, I want your time, I want your attention, I want your energy, but I'm probably not going to have sex with you, right? The woman can't do that because she doesn't have enough game to do that. So she has to do what? Manipulate. So it's the same thing for the guy who has no game. He has to manipulate because since he doesn't have enough game to let a woman know what he wants, he's like, well, I got to manipulate her to think it's something that it's not in order to get her to chase me. But what she's chasing is not him. She's chasing validation based on the manipulation, right? So what happens is that these guys, for a moment, they start thinking that these girls actually are into them. But the reason why the girls are responding that way is because they're insecure. And they're responding that way because they want the validation of getting the guy who's manipulating them, but not necessarily the guy. And the fact that he's manipulating her in the first place shows that he doesn't have game. So he's really not the guy he's pretending to be, right? And so today I'm going to talk about how, masculine men never do these three things that I'm going to talk about, as we're watching this video I'm going to show you, right? And I'm going to tell you about the three things that masculine men don't do. So if you're doing any of these things, understand that you are not masculine. And it would be in your best interest that if you are doing any of these three things that I'm going to mention in today's show, right? If you're doing any of these things, change that shit immediately. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you don't, what's going to happen is that you're going to be going, in circles, doing a whole bunch of fuck shit, and then wondering why things are not working out for you how you expect them to work out, right? So let me jump into this video real quick. So this is a video, shout out to my dude Miles. He sent me this video. And I watched this video earlier today. Let me bring up this video. Let me do my thing like this. Hold on. Which way do I like to do it? Like that. All right, cool. Let me bring this up a little bit. So this video right here, right, it's titled "Women in Tears as Men Get More Heartless with Dating Strategies." Right? So now what I want you guys to pay attention to when you're watching this video, because in this video, it's a bunch of dudes who are basically playing games with women and essentially trolling when it comes to dealing with women, right? So it's these guys that they would, the black pill or the internet would consider Chads and Tyrones, hollering at these chicks and playing these games, and the girls are upset because the guys don't want to fuck with them or they're playing these games with them and all this other goofy shit. But I'm going to break down how a lot of this is a bunch of fuckery. So it's essentially these guys who, these women who would consider fuckboys, playing these games, and the girls are upset and they're mad and they're, all this other crazy stuff. But what I want to tell you is that everything that you're seeing in this video, this is not no player shit. I just want you guys to understand that and realize that off rip. This is not no player shit. This is not no man shit. You understand what I'm saying? But we're going to go into this and we're going to talk about this and see what's going on. Now, in the video, it's a lot of things that's going to be happening. We're going to sort of be jumping from this thing to that thing, right? And so, but as the video progresses, you're going to see certain things that they're going to be talking about. And then when they're talking about these things these guys are doing, this is when I'm going to break down the three things that masculine men never do that these guys are fucking doing, right? So let's start this and let's keep this going.
Welcome back, Tribe. I have one here from FBE Capital. Hot guys are so brutal on dating apps, eh? Yes, boys. Back with part 2 after popular demand, with some of the wildest dating app and first date interactions, showing you that hot guys absolutely do not care about modern dating.
Oh my, are you mad? Do you think you have a chance with me with 4 chins?
And they're literally just clowning these women.
I got fucked.
So already we're off to a bad start. So he's like, do you think you have a chance with me with 4 chins? Right? So now let me ask a question. Let me ask a stupid fucking question. Right? Let's back that up a little, because I'm assuming this guy is on the dating app, right? So let's see what he said.
Are you mad? Do you think you have a chance with me with 4 chins?
Now, if you're on a dating app, right, usually what'll happen is he said, did he just refer to niggas as hot guys? Exactly. But that's a whole nother story, right? So if you're on a dating app, you're swiping on the women you like. Yes. Or if you're swiping on everybody, you're only going to respond to the women that you like, right? Because you're swiping on everyone to get to more, women. And then you match with a bunch of women, you look through them, and then you just respond to the women you like, right? So what happens is that if he's sitting here trying to clown the woman, right? Because he's like, oh, you have 4 chins, you think you have a chance with me and all this other stuff. That's some feminine shit, because either you're interested in talking to the woman or not. If you're interested, set a date. If you're not, keep it moving. So what happens is that the clowning of the woman, right, is feminine because it's similar to how women will clown men, right? But Locario, women do it too, so how come we can't do it? Right? And that's the excuse that a lot of guys will talk about, right? And what you have to understand is that you and women are not equal. So the problem is that these dudes will clown women because deep down they have some sort of disdain for women. It's just like, for example, with the whole, Kevin Samuels thing. You understand what I'm saying? Where they would watch Kevin Samuels because they like to see Kevin Samuels talk shit to the women. You see what I'm saying? The clowning of the women makes the guys feel better based on what's happening with them in their situation with women. Now, this guy, he looks like he's probably a YouTuber, TikToker, Twitch streamer, whatever it is. So he's placating to the audience, and his audience is probably full of guys who don't have game, who are frustrated with women. So it makes them feel good to see a guy who's able to talk to women, but also at the same time clown them. You see what I'm saying? But let's continue with this shit.
And they're literally just clowning these women.
I got fucking robbed by my Hinge date.
Oh, yeah.
The hottest guy in the room thinks that he knows he would know it.
It was at the end of the date when he looked me dead in my eyes and told me that if I wanted to continue to see him,
breast implants,
I was going to have to get a boob job.
So she said she went on a date with a guy, and he said that if she wants to continue to see him, that she has to get a boob job. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to K Zaggin in the building. He said right there, Locario, a lot of these guys fancy themselves as the spokesperson for the invisible male. Exactly. Right? So the guy says to the girl, or what she says, he says that if she wants to continue to see him, she has to get a breast job. Now, if the guy like women with bigger breast or women with breast implants, why the fuck did he go out with her in the first place? You understand what I'm saying? Why did he do it? So if that's something he likes, why did he meet the woman who has what he doesn't like? See, all he had to do if he had game was, because sometimes you go on these dating apps and the chicks take pictures certain ways and different angles. Cool. Let's get on the FaceTime so I can see you move around on the camera, and then I can see if you have the breast I like. And if you don't, then I won't go on the date with you. You see how simple that is? But see, what happens is that when dudes have, some sort of disdain and hatred for chicks, they start acting like bitch ass niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Terrible. But let's continue.
And I was like, well, what would you have liked me to say? A night of slow, sensual, candlelight butt sex. So I sit down with.
So now she said that a dude on the joint on the app said, let's do a night of slow candlelight butt sex. Right now, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with it is not necessarily that he's talking about let's have some butt sex. What's wrong with it is he's doing that because he's trolling and hiding behind the app. Because that same guy wouldn't have enough balls to say that to the woman in her face. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, guys. This is what I'm talking about, where these motherfuckers, they're playing these games because they don't have game. But let's continue.
This guy, and the first thing he says is, did you cut your hair like that on purpose? He just keeps saying mean stuff to me. So next, he goes, yeah, well, me and my roommate, when we were looking at your profile, and we were placing bets on whether you were gay or not.
You see, this is that pickup artist shit. Let me neg her and try to make fun of her. And see, this is the problem that these guys don't understand. That's not doing anything for you. See, what happens is that these dudes, they'll say that goofy shit and then they'll get a reaction from the woman. The reaction doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things because the reaction is just a woman talking about how she felt based on what happened. It's just like if I go into a coffee shop right now and somebody's drinking coffee and they take a sip of their coffee and they put their coffee down on the table. And I walk in and I just go and I grab their coffee, take a sip and put it back down. The person will look at me like, yo, what the fuck? Like, wait, who are you? Why are you taking my coffee? Blah, blah. So I got a reaction out of them. But what does that actually mean? Nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So they're getting a reaction out of me because I'm doing something stupid. Right? The stupid thing I'm doing doesn't actually yield real world results. But let's continue.
You're so cute. How bad are your abandonment issues?
Bullseye.
He broke it off with me because he said I wasn't black enough. And he said all
See, you're gonna start seeing a pattern of dudes doing goofy fucking shit. Listen, if you're on a dating app or you're talking to a chick, all you need to do is set the time, date, and place. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. That's not teasing. That's trolling. Because teasing, in a lot of cases, when you're talking to a woman, right? First of all, it's not necessary. You don't have to tease a woman, right? But teasing could be something that you're doing in a flirtatious situation, right? But this is not teasing. Teasing is not insulting. You understand what I'm saying? So how is teasing telling a chick, hey, you need breast implants to come see me? That's not teasing. You understand what I'm saying? Teasing is within building sexual tension. But, you have to have game to understand that type shit. You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Weird ass things about how I sleep over because I have the perfect skin for his skincare. He looks like he's like straight out of a GQ mag.
What kind of baller stuff? You see that? My man's out there not dating. He's looking for prospective clients for his business. Sis, listen, we're here because I got a business proposition. I just launched my new skincare routine, excuse me. And I'm going to need you to try it out.
So this picture of this guy at the top looks like it could be a fake picture, almost like an AI picture. And so he's saying that the guy has some skincare routine that he's trying to push off, right? And so what women will do on these dating apps is they'll be like, oh, come to my OnlyFans, come to my Instagram, right? So they're promoting on the dating apps for losers who are going to follow them, right? Now, what happens is that if you're doing the same thing as a man, that's some bitch ass shit. So if you're trying to catfish women to try out your skin cream, because you don't actually know how to market, that's loser ass shit. But let's continue.
Listen, you'd be the perfect client. Buy one, get one half off. Girl math. Let's do it.
Because he is dressed to the nines and he goes to pick me up and he moans and he goes, ugh. He's like, you got a couple of LBs on you. Solid.
Big man.
Damn. You got a couple LBs for show.
Okay, so he's saying she got a couple of pounds. Again, if you don't like women who have a couple of pounds on them, why in the fuck won't you get on a FaceTime so you can see the woman before you go and see her in person? You see what I'm saying? See, if you're a man, this is the type of shit that you do. You know how to plan. You know what you want. You know what you like. You create situations and scenarios for things to happen effectively. But let's continue.
Another 0 to that one. Wow, she hides it so well right here. Almost looks like she might be a little too skinny.
Bees on ya.
Yeah.
Big man ting.
close to me.
I recently went on a Hinge date. Homie brings his friend, girlfriend of this friend, calls me aside. It's like, this guy's kind of a douchebag. And I was like, yeah, I kind of already got that vibe. But we then go to the bathroom and we come back. Her boyfriend's like, oh yeah, he left. He's on another Hinge date now.
That does not surprise me.
Excuse me?
He did not put in the effort for me. I took an hour to get ready, an hour to drive here. I brought a bottle of wine.
So now I want to pause that for just 1 second. The fact that this girl saying she took an hour to get there and she bought a bottle of wine and all this other shit. When a woman is interested in seeing you, that's the type of shit they will do. So all you guys, oh, well, she said it's too far. She can't make it. Bullshit. Oh, she said, can we meet in the middle? Bullshit. I just wanted to point that out, but let's continue.
In his sweatpants, and he
I kind of love this. Like the only guys that are having success that are left on dating apps are like the Chads, and all the normal average dudes have just completely logged off because they know it's a scam and it's impossible. So now these women are literally going around getting pumped and dumped by dudes building mega rosters, and they just don't give a shit, bro. Puffy faces, willies, cave trolls, absolute bird brains, two neurons hardly firing, pumped up lips, surgery up the ass.
So now what he's saying is that these Chads and all this other stuff and Tyrones and all of that are on these dating apps, pumping and dumping these chicks. And now these chicks have a problem with it. No, that's not the issue. The issue is that the problem is that these guys are being manipulative, because you can pump and dump a chick without it being manipulative. You just let her know, hey, listen, I'm only here for a short time, not a long time. Hey, listen, I just want to hook up. You understand? Your profile should say short term, hook up, get together, sex, right? The woman meets you, y'all do that shit, and then you keep it moving. See, the issue is a lot of these guys, because they don't have game, what they do is that they act as if the situation is something more than it is. Then they get the girl there, and then sometimes they'll hook up with the girl, and then the girl is hitting him back, or she's trying to make something else happen because of how he presented himself. And then he just goes and act like, oh, well, why is she acting that way? Fuck that bitch, and all this other stuff, right? Instead of just being straight up and letting the chick know, hey, listen, this is what I want to do. And that's that. There's lots of times where I've met women. We've hooked up one time, and then that was it. You understand? And the reason why that was it, and there was no drama, none of this back and forth, none of her having to make videos. Oh, I went out with this guy, Locario, and then he just had sex with me, and then he never called me again. None of that happens. Why? Because she knows what it is, because I let her know what it is. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of these guys, what they do is that they play games, right? And then what happens is that the woman thinks it's something that it's not. And then what happens is that she's coming at the guy saying all this other shit. They get all this drama and all this nonsense. And then these dudes want to throw up their hand. Well, why is she acting that way? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these dudes is wild, but let's continue.
And they don't care. They're treating them like the commodities that they're acting like. Oh my God, single mothers galore next. Oh, she's got an OnlyFans next. Are you going to come to suck and F or not? Later. Oh, I'm on my next hit. What did you say? Hinge date, Tinder date? Right after you. Next. Oh, I got another chick lined up. Hey, do you do threesomes? Because like I got a girl coming over at 9. I'd be like, so sick, Becky. If you like totally both of you greasing my pole, like how sick would that be? Rad as fuck, brah. Yeah. You're all sharing that guy. Good job. It's totally feminism. A1. You have come full circle. This is exactly what they were dreaming of when they were fighting for quote rights. Yep. Your daughters, your granddaughters, great-granddaughters ended up whores. Literally fucking guys for a blunt, a hookah, and then getting a fucking foot right in between their ass cheeks out the door. Your Uber. Bye.
Listen, women don't see, okay. Women don't care about getting some dick and keeping it moving. You understand what I'm saying? Women don't give a shit about that. They don't care. A woman will they'll meet a dude. They're like, I want to have sex with this guy. They'll have sex with the guy and they'll keep it the fuck moving. You understand what I'm saying? It sounds like a hater from her blue pill guy, red pill raging, right? So the problem is that when the guy is acting as if he wants something more by his words and actions, right? And then they fuck. And then all the shit that he was acting like he wanted or promised, he just takes it away. See, a lot of you guys would feel a certain type of way if a woman was doing that with you too. If a woman told you, hey, listen, man, I just want to get in bed with you. I just want to have sex with you. And she's being all flirty and this and that. And then y'all get together and y'all do everything except for fucking, you'd feel some type of way. Why? Because she acted like it was this, but then it was that. It's really that simple. Well, let's continue.
No, you can't sleep over. I got shit to do in the morning, as in your best friend. Fucking bozo.
Jokingly says, thank you for helping me meal prep.
These stories on his highlights were screenshots of women begging him to. So many women. And I get you're single, but for fuck's Hell, is there not a limit? Hold on.
So she said that some dude had screenshots of, I guess, women begging him to see him or whatever it is like that, right, on his timeline. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? See, a great philosopher named Lil Wayne said, real G's move in silence like lasagna. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys, what you got to understand is that these guys are guys who don't have the game, who had a hard time getting women. And what they've done is that they've created profiles online to market themselves as the stereotypical guy that these women would want. You understand? So some of them, what they call it, that weird ass moist shit, they be talking about dudes get a glow up, so they'll look smacks and glow up and all that other stuff, right? So they'll get nice pictures and do all this other stuff. The woman will start responding. But because they still have low-key hate for what happened before when they were dealing with women, they're doing all this goofy shit to get back at the chicks who didn't want to fuck with them. That's it. That's all it is, but let's continue.
I think he's joking, bro. I think I genuinely just came over to this man's house and I'm helping him meal prep for the next 2 weeks.
When I say it's hell out here and we are truly in the trenches in the dating world, I mean it.
Yep, in the trenches indeed. And it only seems to be getting a lot worse. Now, obviously, this is not a channel where we defend the plight of these sweet, innocent baby angels.
These innocent baby angel
modern women. However, when it comes to boys, there's definitely a lot wrong. And it's absolutely hilarious to discuss it.
How are we supposed to live our life when we really like guys and they've got a whole secret relationship that you have no idea about? I have been single for 5 years.
Well, first of all, you start by living your life by getting the off of Hinge, because I kid you not, every single horror story about in-person dating nowadays seems to be coming from Hinge.
So I download Hinge.
Hinge.
Oh, man. Please.
And see, what happens is that because women don't have game also, I keep trying to tell you guys this, is that they're going towards the fantasy of the guys who are the manipulators. So the guys are manipulating, creating the fantasy that the women actually want. So they're going for that. And then what happens is, because the women don't have game, right? They're caught up in the manipulation. Because see, when you're as a man, you're supposed to be the one who guides a woman. This is why as a man, you're not supposed to play games. You understand what I'm saying? Women need guidance. So a lot of guys get mad when women flake, play games, act goofy, be all over the place, do a bunch of goofy shit. But the reason why they're doing that goofy shit is because they don't have direction. So you're getting upset at the woman, but the woman doesn't have direction as a result of guys not being men. You understand what I'm saying? And guys trying to sort of act like women. Well, women do it, so I should do it. This is nonsense. It's just like, for example, if you work at a company, right? The boss, the CEO of that company, right? They hire a person to work. They hire the employee. If the employee is like, oh, I got to call out sick, and the employee's calling out sick because they just want to go to the beach, but they're not really sick. They just want a day off, right? They'll do that because they're the employee. The employee might come late, right? Because they're the employee. Now they're doing all this stuff, and this type of stuff can get them fired. But what I'm saying is that imagine the boss or the CEO of the company says, well, you know, my employees are slacking, so I'm just going to slack. My employees are taking days off, so I'm just going to take these days off, right? If you're acting like the employee, the company's going to go under because the employee and the boss / CEO are at different levels. Right? The boss or the CEO is supposed to be an example to the employee. But see, the employee has never had to think about, concern themselves with, or worry about the things that the CEO or boss have to think about. The CEO and boss created a system, a structure for the employee to fucking sit in, thrive, and make money. So the employee comes to 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or whatever, do their job, get their check every 2 weeks, and keep it the fuck pushing. But the reason why that employee can even do that is because the boss created the structure. But the boss couldn't have created the structure if they were doing the same things the employee was doing. You see what I'm saying? This is what a lot of these modern males don't understand. They're like, oh, I'm going to get back at this bitch and I'm going to do the same shit she did. And I'm going to, no, nigga, y'all are not the same. Well, let's continue.
Drop a like on the video if you think that modern dating is just an absolute mess, and comment down below what you think. What seems to have happened is that women have fled Tinder for the safer and greener pastures of Hinge with promises of hotter and more intelligent guys. But in reality, they simply ended up in a much worse position where they're now being hunted by a superior boy.
No girl is going to care to take the time to learn about who you are unless you capture their attention first. And
you see what I'm saying? You see how he's like, well, they're not going to, you got to capture their attention first. So what he's doing is he's taking these, pictures where the girl's like, oh, look at this guy. Right. But in the woman's mind, she's hoping that because they matched and she's interested in him, that he has that same level of interest or the same thought in his mind that she has in hers. So then what he does is that he takes advantage of the situation, manipulates the situation, and then this is why we're at the place we're at now. Let's continue.
The most effective way to do it is get that one money shot.
And these women have absolutely no clue on how to deal with it.
All of my single girlfriends are struggling on Hinge.
Anyways, just like in part...
And see, they're struggling because they ain't got no fucking game. You understand? The women don't got game and the men don't got game. Because since the men don't got game, they got to manipulate to draw in the women. The women don't got game because they're jumping to the fantasy of what they think they, should happen because they're women and I should have a man who is this way, that way, that way, that way, because society told me that this is what I deserve and this is what I'm going to get. But let's continue.
I will be bestowing some more boy wizardry. Again, only use this for playing dumb games and educational purpose. So check that out as well if you haven't already. And remember, these tips are only useful for understanding the dumpster fire that is modern dating.
Oh my God, it was horrible.
I know, Jackie, I know. Men are truly awful these days. So how about that? I'm just kidding. It's all love, Jackie. Anyways, now moving on to one of the classic boy moves these days, and that is the double Hinge date escape.
Guy that I went on one date with a couple weeks ago invites me out again. But then we're about to walk in, and then he sees this girl, and he walks over to her as if he's like just meeting her for the first time. And I'm like, oh, how do you know him? And she's like, oh, I just met him on Hinge. This is like my Hinge date. And I was like,
this is an absolute cloud. See, you always back in my day, years ago, you just set up 3 dates a day because girls are super flaky. There's not many neurons firing up there.
So basically what he said is that the guy set 2 dates at once and then had both of them come to the place, right? Now, when we talk about what masculine men never do, you understand what I'm saying? One of the things that masculine men never do is lead women astray. You understand? So what this guy did was he led the woman astray, making her think that it was just going to be her and him. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing that he told 2 women to come to see him at the same time. The bad part is that he didn't let the 2 women know that there were going to be 2 women coming to see him at the same time. You see what I'm saying? That's not man shit. So he basically was being manipulative to both women. He led them both astray. So if he would have told the girl, hey, listen, let's go meet up at so-and-so for this date. And he's like, by the way, I'm going to have another girl there. Right. And the girl says, you know what? Cool. That's fine. And then he tells the other girl, hey, listen, meet me here. I'm going to have another girl there. Okay, cool. That's fine. So when they both get there, they're not surprised. They know what the fuck is going on. You understand what I'm saying? He's like I said, facts. If you're that guy, that's what you would do, especially if you're trying to do the poly thing and that's how you want to set it up. Exactly. That's what you see what I'm saying? These dudes ain't got no fucking, and see, they think this is some cool shit. This is not cool shit. That shit is not cool at all. You understand what I'm saying? It's not cool at all, but let's continue.
There's always other guys angling for that fish. So sometimes there's a better catch in the moment. Yeah. Sometimes the hot chick responds back and she's available. Yeah. So you're like, well, wait a second, sweetheart. We're going to have to reschedule. I had something.
And so what he's saying is that what he would do and what guys are doing is they'll set a bunch of dates at the same time. Right. And then if the hotter chick hits him up, he'll ghost or he will flake on the other women for the hotter chick. And so now that moves on to the second thing that masculine men don't do. Masculine men do not flake. I'll say it again. Masculine men do not flake. Now, there's nothing wrong with setting up a few dates in the same day, right? But what you do is that you allot time for the dates. But see, what happened was he said, and if you notice what he said, I can rewind it a little bit. He said that these women are flaky, so you should set up a bunch of these dates at the same time. See, the reason why he's setting up a bunch of dates at the same time is because he's reacting to what he thinks the women are going to do versus setting up a bunch of dates in one day because that's what he wants to do. So there's nothing wrong. So let's say, for example, you say, I got a date at 4 p.m., I got another date at 6 p.m., and then I got another date at 9 p.m. Cool. Ain't no wrong with that, but this is what these guys do. These guys tell 3 women to meet them at 6 because they assume that 2 of them are going to flake. So basically what he's doing is that because he's worried about a chick flaking, he makes moves based on worrying about a chick flaking versus saying, hey, you know what? I'm off today. I'm going to set up 3 dates today at 3 different times so I can see 3 different women. Now, if 2 out of those 3 women flake, it is what it is. I'll see that one that didn't flake. But you do not set a date with multiple women at the same fucking time and then flake on the other women because the hottest one wants to see you. That is feminine ass shit. That's some bitch ass shit. But Locario, women will do that all the time. Nigga, you ain't a woman. See, the reason why women will do shit like that is because women, remember, women, the way they operate, because they don't have game, they have to find manipulative ways to get what they want. You understand? So because the woman is trying to, rush her way into a relationship, rush her way into getting a situation going with a particular type of guy. What she's saying is, okay, I have guy A that said he wants to meet me, but I just got hit up by guy B. So I'm going to flake on guy A to go to guy B because I feel like guy B is the better choice because I have to rush to get my man. I have to rush to get a baby. I have to rush to be in a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? That's her thought pattern because her game is weak. See, if her game was tight, what you would say is, well, I have 2 or 3 dates and these other guys want to see me the same day as the other guys. So I'll tell them I'm busy right now and I can see them the next day or whatever the fuck it is. So that now I can go out on all 3 dates, see which guy is actually the best type of guy, and then move forward based on that. That would happen if she had game. But again, how would she learn that? And how would she understand that unless somebody taught her that? Who's the person to teach her that? I don't know. Maybe the man who doesn't flake. Maybe the man who shows up on time. Maybe the man who does what he says. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
Come on, I gotta go to work. And then girls do that shit too. Girls do the same thing. 1 minute you're talking to them, then she flakes on you. Okay, cool. So now guys know that you set up like 3-4 dates a day and you just pick out the cream of the crop, catch of the day.
And you know what's ironic? The ironic part about all this is this, right? How do you complain about something you don't like and then do the same exact thing you don't like to someone else? Isn't that weird? Isn't that fucking weird? Well, I don't like when women flake, but I'm gonna go flake on these women. What? I don't like when people steal my shit, but I'm gonna go steal other people's shit. Huh? You see what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers are stupid. But let's continue.
That you want to go on the date with, and then it's always mostly a close. Majority of the time, it's going to be a close. Once you get down the same fucking stupid conversations, the same script, the same jokes, same laughs, same pretending you give a fuck. Just we're all looking for the same thing. Don't care. Oh yeah, you're on a dating app. Cool story. Wow, you got gangbanged in a street. Wow, that's wild. Oh my god. Yeah, great. So like, you coming over or not? Cause like my 9 p.m. is getting ready. So am I bailing out on her, or are you gonna come and grease the pole? So let me know. It's that simple.
These dudes ain't got no game. This is terrible.
Women created this system because of the way they give out sex, which is only to bad boys. So then you incentivize men to become bad boys, except it's now worse than what the stereotypical bad boy was.
They're saying women only give sex to bad boys, so you incentivize guys to give bad boys, to be bad boys. So you're saying that these guys are turning or faking being the bad boy because of what women are doing. So that means the women have influenced the male, which means he's not a man. But let's continue.
Now it's like absolute buffoonery that they're into. They're into the dumbest, worst, most superficial qualities possible that you could find in a man. And all of them egg each other on, literally on social media, TikTok, and made this shit worse. The fucking rot has spread to every single female brain, where they tell themselves the most toxic female dating advice imaginable to turn themselves into some old man's fucking cum dumpster in exchange for bags, or some really hot guy's 20th fucking girlfriend in XYZ city that you live.
Right. And all that type of shit happens because women don't have game, and they don't have game because they're not meeting men. It's really that simple. See, guys, understand this. Part of the reason on the front end why you might be having issues with women is because women run into a bunch of modern males who don't have game. Shout out to Steve. He says, I don't want to get to know these women. These women are the sum total of the losers they've been dating. You see what I'm saying? Well, let's continue.
Living. And they are online. So winning boss girl life while they work for another man, get wrecked on taxes, and have no impact in a company, no impact in the romantic life, and no impact financially for a future. All they end up with is cats and boxed wine and a ton of fucking pills.
Joe bad. I mean,
winning.
Probably the only reason why he invited him is just so he can have a bunch of girls at his table to show off with.
So he's saying probably the only reason he invited him was to have a bunch of girls at his table to show off with. Now, who does that? Is that a guy who has game or a guy who doesn't have game? Is that a guy who's confident or is a guy who's looking for validation?
If we don't have 30 birds on the tables tonight, it's a failure, boys. We're all going to Pangaea later. Put your gram in, come with us after Skybar in like 2 hours. All right, well, I'll send you a DM. See you later, darling. Quick dub. Just a little warm up.
Clearly, this dude has zero interest in both of these women. But wait, it gets so much better.
And then this third girl sits with us, and we start talking her up. And then we're like, oh, how do you know him? And then she's like, oh, I met him on Hinge. This is my second time ever seeing him.
Are you kidding me? This is boying on a whole nother level.
Oh, you have like 3 joints?
No.
Okay, I see how it is.
I mean, dating multiple women at the same time is nothing new, but the level of carelessness here and the fact that they invite these women to the same events just shows that these guys absolutely couldn't care less about these women.
Now, see, the problem is this. And monogamous, I'm going to be done in a second, so you call right after. So the problem is this, right? Is that, see, when you talk about, oh, well, you know, I don't care about what these women doing and all this other shit, that's cool. The problem is that just because you don't care does not mean that you infringe on other people. You understand what I'm saying? So you not caring means that you're focused on you. But by you focusing on you should not be at the detriment to other people. Do you understand that? So that's like if I invited all you guys to like an event or some shit, right? And I say, hey guys, come to the event. You know, the tickets are $100. And then, you know, let's say 100 people buy the tickets and all this other shit, right? And then y'all come to the event. And then when you get to the place, the fucking building is closed. I'm nowhere to be found. And I'm like, well, fuck these guys. I don't care about these guys. I just got my money, right? You'll be like, this nigga's a scammer. Fuck this nigga, right? So it's not, you have to do things based on what you want to do, but you also can't do it at the detriment of other people. And so this is what these guys are doing when they're dealing with the women. Shout out to my dude Miles in the building. Shout out to Miles for sending me this video because I saw this. I was like, these niggas is wild out here. But let's continue because it gets worse. Let's continue.
And modern dating has a serious problem because this is happening so often now that there's even variations on how to get this done. First up, you have the classic just straight up and leave during the date to go on to the next.
Oh yeah, he left. He's on another Hinge date now. I was like, excuse me?
Still funny. Then there is the plan 2 dates at the same time.
So he said, get up off the date and leave. Right? Now, are they just walking out mid-date without saying nothing? Or are they ending the date to go to another date? There's nothing wrong with ending a date to see another date. There's nothing wrong with that. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Right? But if you are, let's say you say, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You go to the bathroom and you just walk out. Or she's in the middle of talking and you just walk away. She's like, where the fuck are you going? You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. Then he's saying playing 2 dates at the same time.
And if the first one is hot enough, just go full Tom Brady and call a split second audible.
Exactly. You see, that's beta male, goofy shit. Like I was saying earlier, plan 2 of those dates. And then if the hotter one is available, cancel on the other one. That's what happens when you don't have game. You do goofy ass shit like that. Like I said, you're doing the shit at the detriment to other motherfuckers. That's bitch made. That's what women do because they're women and they don't have guidance. Let's continue.
I was like, I'll be 40 minutes. I'm driving away. I'm halfway there. I get a message from him. Is typing. Open it. Not only has this man failed on me, he's gone, just go home, actually.
Damn. First begging her to come out to meet you. And then when she's almost there, nah, I'm good. Go home.
Now, let me ask you guys a question. What type of man plans a date with someone he's not interested in seeing? I mean, just what type of man plans a date with someone he's not interested in seeing or plans a date as a backup person? You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that if you had 2 women that you were interested in seeing, wouldn't you set it at times where you can see both women? You see what I'm saying? Like, these dudes is goofy.
If I hadn't have opened that, I would have got there. I would have gone all the way there and then opened it.
That is truly f***ed up. And last but not least, we have the absolutely sinister, let her show up to the restaurant, check her out, then block, unmatch, and ghost her if you don't like what you see.
And I was in the entrance and
Pause. This is why you need multiple pictures. My spacing. I mean, this one, there's no angles you could beat that chin with. All right. So, oh my Lord, what's happening? What is happening? The willies are multiplying. Listen, and now they're complaining. The entitlement is crazy. You should be worrying about your fucking resting heart rate. Why are you worried about dick? We got fucking grease in our arteries. Please, we are on the cusp of full-blown diabetes.
Yo, these niggas are the worst.
Heart failure is in our future. You do not need to worry about dick. You should be worrying about your fucking lipid levels in your bloodstream. Oh my Lord, bro. We are just a nation, a world of people that prioritize things that you shouldn't be prioritizing. You know? Let's just keep going.
Fuck it.
I said, okay, where are you? 10 minutes went by and I'm literally waiting there. This guy said he was at the back. So I just messaged him and I said, am I at the wrong spot? And my iMessage would not deliver.
Oh my God. Yeah, this has to be the worst one.
I don't know whether he was there watching me or B, whether he wasn't there.
He watched you, sis. He saw you walk in. It's hard to miss. You take up some space. Okay, you should have been where fuck the alcohol. Stop going out.
And see, this brings me to the third thing that masculine men never do. And the third thing that masculine men never do is waste their time and waste other people's time. Waste their time and waste other people's time. So what happened was the guy invited this girl to meet him somewhere for a date. And this idiot hides in the cut to see how she looks first. And then because she showed up looking like what he wasn't expecting, he blocks her and keeps it moving. Now, would a man actually waste his time doing that? Absolutely not. See, if he had game, this is all he would have did. He would have said, hey, let's get on a FaceTime call. He would have got on the FaceTime call and saw the girl, right? He would have said, hey, turn around for me real quick. Oh, let me see that body real quick. And then he could see her whole body. And then he could tell that woman, hey, listen, you seem cool, but I don't think this is going to work out. You're not really my type, but good luck to you. And then so now he could have saved himself a trip to going to that bar, and he could have saved her a trip from going to that bar. So he wouldn't have wasted his time or her time, right? But see, when you're too pussy to just let a chick know what it is, and you ain't got no fucking game, you're sitting there wasting your time and hers. See, I don't know about other motherfuckers, but I ain't got time to waste like that. I don't got time to tell a chick to meet me somewhere that I'ma hide in the fucking bushes and then see, oh, well, I don't know. She doesn't look as good as I thought. I'm gonna block her and then fucking walk away. Like, what kind of these niggas, man. This shit is crazy. Well, let's continue.
Stop drinking, okay? Reduce them calories down, all right? We got to get that heartbeat resting at a healthy rate, all right? You don't need to be spending it. Get some fucking sleep. Stop wasting your time going out eating all that bad food, okay? Go cook at home, weigh it, measure out the calories, track your macros, and go for more walks. Less driving.
See, now he's like, oh, well, she should have, did all this and looked better and all this other stuff. It's like, no, nigga, this is how she looks. If the guy wasn't interested in how she looks, why the fuck are you planning a date? Find out how she looks. Now, notice, most of these dudes, this is what they're doing. Remember, because these guys don't have game. So a lot of these guys are actually scared to approach women in the street. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. So what happens is that a lot of these dudes, what they'll do is that they'll go online and troll and play games and all this other stuff, see if a woman takes the bait, and then they'll do all this goofy shit. Lloyd said, that's a great point. My only pushback is the game is cold and cutthroat. Not saying to follow what the game is, but you need to get a little cold, though. No, nigga, no. No. See, what they're doing is not game. See, if the woman is talking to that man and that man is not interested, right? He should let her know, hey, listen, I'm not interested. You have a good day, right? Well, what is cutthroat about you fucking planning a date with the chick, have her come out there, you come out there, you're wasting time. Because remember, this whole situation is a waste of time because of the man. You understand? KZX said, this is precisely why I told you were not a master. That's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes, ridiculous. But let's continue.
Or walking, all right? And then when the body's not dying to gasp for fucking air, yeah, we'll start worrying about dates and shit, right? We got to get that health 100% first. Do it for you, sis. Don't do it for nobody else. You're doing this for you. All right, that's real self-care,
And look at this,
self-love.
look at this,
And he just
this goofy nigga right here, Ghost Fox. Talking about these guys are legendary, man. You're hating, nigga. If they had game, they wouldn't have to manipulate. If they had game, they wouldn't have to waste time going out to see a woman, hiding, and then seeing if they like the chick or not. If they had game, they wouldn't have to, schedule 3-4 girls at the same time because they're scared that a bitch is gonna flake. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers is wild out here.
was planning on ghosting me the whole time.
Yeah, sorry, babes, but I'm going to have to go with Occam's razor on this one. Since even though we will never know for sure what actually happened here, the simplest explanation is still the most likely. And it definitely sounds as if the dude was sitting in the restaurant, watching her come in, and then just hit the eject button.
He's unmatched me on Hinge. So I tried calling him and it just went straight to voicemail. So that really just confirmed everything.
Ejectocito, cuz. Anyways, given all of these boy moves, it's very clear that modern women are getting seriously emotional.
He's actually, he said that's the gay dude that called us sub 5. I bet you it is. These dudes is weirdos.
Scar crying in the car.
Promiscuous. I'm not promiscuous.
You know what?
I'm not promiscuous. I'm not. I'm a loyal guy. You know.
Loyal.
I'm looking for a relationship with you for one night.
Really?
No, 1 year. 1 year.
Which is leading them.
You see how these dudes just, I'm looking for a relationship with you for one night. No, 1 year. Like, nigga, what are we talking about? Tell a chick what you want and keep it the fuck moving. What are we doing?
To develop new strategies for dealing with this.
Okay, this is one of my hacks for Hinge to avoid the best boy.
Now watch this. This is what, yo, this right here shows you how much game women don't have. But let's watch this. This is hilarious.
However, most of these strategies will only backfire and haven't really been thought through.
Does it always work for me? No.
Yeah.
Every time I delete and re-download the app and make a new profile, which is kind of frequent, I make sure to always include one thirst trap photo. If he likes that one photo, I know what he's after.
Yes, she's absolutely right. It will filter out the most obvious boys who can't control themselves.
Shine on your ginger tart.
So basically what she said is, she said that she'll put one thirst trap photo on her profile. And if a guy likes that photo instead of her other photos, then that means that he's probably a fuckboy and just trying to fuck her. You understand what I'm saying? But again, why do you think the women have to manipulate like that? And that's because they don't have game, but guys are mimicking women who manipulate, right? Because these guys are essentially doing the same type of shit. They're doing shit to be manipulative because they don't believe who they are is enough to attract. You understand what I'm saying? That's why any person, man or woman, manipulates, because they think who they are isn't enough to attract what they want. But let's continue.
You got lovely eyes, by the way.
Hi, Jim.
You natural ginger or not? Oh, you're nice as well.
However, it is no match for the more sophisticated, more elegant boys who can see this coming from miles away.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Is this how it is in LA? Bro, I've heard a lot about it, but like, bro, you just post in like a bikini first photo, not even the second or third? The first?
Since what they will do is simply see the hot pic and think, ooh, nice body, then move on to the book reading pic to pretend as if they're more interested in classic literature and that he's totally not thinking about bending her over and pounding her raw. A much more effective way to fight off boys is actually the complete opposite of what most modern women are doing. What a fuck game plan is this? Listen, sis, here's how we avoid fuck boys. We make whorish profiles like we're on sale. You might as well put in your description $50 for a whole night of fun, free if you make me come. This is totally gonna stop fuck boys from.
Listen, man, I gotta start doing more videos on my woman channel. Women have no game. God damn. Jesus. And this is how much game a lot of guys don't have. Imagine, you see how horrible these women game is? So imagine women's game is so bad. but they still can get over on a lot of these niggas. So what does that say about a lot of guys' game? This is terrible. Terrible. Ridiculous. But let's continue.
Hitting us up. Only the good guys who are at home going to bed at 9 o'clock, who probably only play video games, who's got a decent, stable job, who like has action figurines and shit he's collecting. Those guys are totally going to look at these pictures and see that description of $50 and be like, yeah, that's why she is not interested in sex. How the fuck does any man at this point in time think it's prudent to listen to any fucking thing a woman has to say when it comes to dating, relationships, or marriage? And that is, you should put all your eggs in one basket. You see, you need to demand the full girlfriend experience and consume as much of his time as possible. This is what boys absolutely hate, especially if it comes without sex. Now, obviously, the woman also has to play her part by giving the full girlfriend experience, by treating him well, buying him nice things, paying for dates, massages, cooking for him, and spending a lot of quality time together. This will prevent the boy from having ample time to go out and pound other women.
Yo, it's like people just love to run around doing goofy shit to attain somebody. It's crazy. This is crazy. Let's continue.
He would get frustrated and just leave.
What's your name?
Freya.
Nice to meet you, Freya. Where you two going tonight? We'll do something. How long more?
Okay, another week.
See you in a bit. Send your message to Lara.
While good guys will see that you are actually serious, that you're dating with intent, and you're not entertaining other men. So you see, ladies, it's not rocket science. Now, speaking of science, let's dive into the wonderful world of biochemistry. Yep, I'm talking triggering serious daddy issues on a biomolecular level.
Oh my God. I'm yours. You're wearing this fragrance. I'm yours, baby.
You see, scent travels directly to the amygdala and the hippocampus, allowing for powerful memory and emotional triggering. And this, my friend, is where the true boy thrives.
Now, this fragrance makes me so happy and horny at the same time. I don't know how they did this.
She's trying to sell a cologne. What are we talking about?
Oh, yeah. This is what I mean. I'm talking about powerful fragrances.
This is a fragrance that just steals heart.
Father of my children, please. Really?
Exactly said, not entertaining other men. Where in the world can you find an attractive woman and you're the only guy she's entertaining? And he just made, that's what I'm saying. These niggas are delusional. Fucking delusional, man. This is crazy.
Least we can try. A top compliment getter.
Intoxicating. Like we're talking straight up daddy status.
So if you want to mark your territory with your scent, because it's that good and that strong, J'ai le bon Ambra extrait de parfum.
Ooh, she's getting a reaction, guys. Definitely a panty dropper.
Yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're not trying to please everyone. You're going for this one very specific type of woman, and people either hate it or absolutely love it.
You might think that this is most disgusting, but I'm
Jesus, Lord. Yeah, they're just selling a fucking product. They make money off that. Sweat actually affects the pheromones off of your sweat as a man actually affects them hormonally. Not these fucking chemically laced dog shit brands. 80% of women chasing 5% of men, of course. Hypergamy without father or brother.
Now he's reading all the red pill comments, in the chat or in the comments.
Guidance and authority is always going to be a disaster. The Chads are absolutely destroying the chicks. That's an understatement. They're getting.
No, the Chads are not destroying the women. The Chads don't have game. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what a lot of guys don't understand is this, right? Is that every time when you do something manipulative and you get a specific response from that, doing that manipulative shit, you just dive into more manipulation. And then what happens is that you don't learn anything about yourself in order to attract things on your terms. Because remember, when you're manipulating, you're not attracting on your terms. So what's going to happen is that in any other facet of life, whether it's dealing with women, trying to get money, trying to make things happen in your life in any form of capacity, you're not going to be able to manipulate your way through everything. You understand what I'm saying? So what's going to happen is you're going to want to make something happen or make something go down, and you're not going to know how because You're always manipulating. So manipulation has become your norm. This is why it's hard for women to find men to take them seriously. This is why it's hard when a woman actually meets a guy who's on point for her to keep him around because she doesn't know how. Why? Because she's been manipulating all her life. So what happens is that a woman has to be smart enough to say, damn, well, wait a second. This guy, he's on point. I can't, this manipulation shit ain't gonna work. How about I listen to what he's saying? How about I follow him? How about I be consistent with this guy? How about I cooperate so I can actually get upgraded? You understand what I'm saying? Right? He said, not only that, you'll never have a healthy, well-balanced relationship with a woman. That's a fact. But let's continue.
Being steamrolled. It's insane what's happening. Like the audacity that these guys have. It's going to get to the point, I swear to you, we're degenerating at such a rapid rate. I would not be surprised if we'll start getting guys that literally invite multiple women to the same exact date at the same exact time and just tell them, listen, this is a competition and I'm looking for a couple suitors right here. So
yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Not gonna work.
Want two girls to stay, the rest of you can bounce. Who wants it? Bro, like that level of supreme confidence. And there's going to be such a fucking dry spell out there for women that most men won't approach none of that shit anymore. They gave up on the game, or the other guys are already juggling multiple women that they'll stay. Women will, in these circumstances, absolutely accept less.
All right, that's pretty much enough of that. That's pretty much enough of that. All right, so guys, you can call up. Call-in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. Okay, I'm back. That shit just like logged me out. Here we go. I'm back. But anyway, but like I was saying earlier, is that the three things that masculine men don't do is masculine men do not lead women astray, they do not flake, and they do not waste their time or other people's time. You understand? All right, so you guys see me? I'm back. Okay, cool. Yeah, that shit just logged me out for some reason. I was like, what the fuck? But we are back. But guys, if you want to call in, the call-in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. We're going to do another maybe 15 minutes and we're going to wrap this shit up. So this says, Locario, don't you strategically gas women so they can feel a feeling towards you when you say to women that you're exactly my type from the get-go? Isn't that game to get in their head? No, we're going to talk about that right after this call. Hold on. Is this who's this? Monogamous?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Locario.
You calling on the teams? Yeah. You ain't calling the other number. Anyway, what's going on?
Oh yeah, I tried a couple of times. It's not working.
Really? That's weird. Okay,
so I literally just tried a couple of times.
All right, so what's going on?
Oh yeah, man. Shit, man. Everything good. I want to let you know I donated 10 to Miles.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate it. So what's going on?
But yeah, I tried the other number a couple of times. I don't know what was happening, but yeah, Mr. Locario, I just want to say this, Mr. Locario, and I have an opinion on overly online dating. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, or dating online, right?
Right.
And you basically was kind of alluding to this because it's actually showing, right? I really feel like nowadays.
Okay, hold on real quick. April, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I was just checking.
Okay, it's working now. I think I just had to restart it. So it's working now.
Okay.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. All right, but Monogamous, you can still talk on this, but let's go. What's he saying?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. But basically, I was saying that I really do feel like this, Mr. Locario. I feel like we live in a society where too many niggas, I mean, forget what women are doing.
No, go ahead. Keep talking.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Women going to do whatever they're going to do, right? But I just feel like it's just too many guys that are overly invested into online dating and they don't date in real life.
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing wrong with online dating. Online dating actually should be a byproduct of you actually dating in real life.
Right.
But then when you online dating and that's all that you do, and you don't really have no reps in the real world, then you're only going to see dating in the perspective of the woman that you want, but you can't get.
Right.
So that's why like these dudes have this rhetoric of like, oh, Tyrone and Ray and all this and da-da-da, and they the bad boys, and it's the guys that's getting these women, and they act like these bad boys are like giant people that live in the mountains.
Right.
Exactly. Being a bad boy is a mindset.
Exactly. That's a fact.
It's a mind. That could be you. But guess what? When you actually out here dating and you actually doing shit in person, right? You actually know what it is. You have a realistic perspective of dating. You see what I'm saying? But when you just on a computer and you only seeing the lens of a woman that's complaining about the guys that she liked, but that's treating her wrong, right? Then you're going to have a skewed view. But guess what? Women ain't complaining about the guys that's on point. You don't hear about those dudes.
Right. Exactly.
Those dudes are around. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of those dudes. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like dating online should be a byproduct of you dating in person. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I used to use Instagram for. Like, say if I'm out of town and me and my partners, we meet a group of females and stuff like that, and they on some cool shit. Of course, we're going to swap Instagrams or whatever the case may be or whatnot. But let's just say that I wanted to get at one of them, right? Guess what? I already kind of built that social experience with the woman.
Right.
I feel like when you only online date, it's almost kind of like applying for a job, but the job don't have real recruiters. They use an AI recruiter thing. If your resume doesn't, it's just like everybody else. You're just not going to get hired, or you're just going to be in the big inbox of resumes.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Versus you actually going out there and the woman actually can see your vibe, can feel your vibe. You see what I'm saying? Versus this, you just sending her a message that she done already read today. Hey, what's up, beautiful?
Well, most of these guys, they don't have real world experience with women anyway. So this is why they get on dating apps, do all this other stuff and troll. And then when they meet the woman, shit can't really go down because they don't know what they're doing. So there's nothing wrong with using dating apps, but you still need to know how to use it, but also be able to have communication in the situation where you are meeting in person to make things go from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Mr. Locario. And then I also just want to talk about the guys that also manipulate women, right? These particular guys, right? They don't really have game because when you manipulate women, the best you can get is short-term success.
Right.
With a lot of problems on the back end. That's the best you're going to get.
Right.
But when you know how to be consistent and be real and upfront with a woman, bro, Mr. Locario, I've been that guy that had a rotation of 3-4 women. None of them asking no questions.
Right.
They all following the leadership. But guess what? I was the type of guy that I was very structured and organized when I dealt with my women. Every woman that was really in the rotation, had their own weekend.
Right.
Or had their own day.
Right.
So it ain't no question asking. You see what I'm saying? So these dudes, they showing up to a date and 2 girls popping up and all. I've never had no girl slash my tires accuse me of some bullshit, say that I manipulated her. None of that shit. When you keep it player, bro, you get way more out of a woman than just a one night stand.
Right. That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? Like you get you get that times 1,000. Like Mr. Locario, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give some niggas some game. When it comes to flaking, right? I feel like flaking is terrible. When you set a date, set the date. So say, back in the day, I used to set the date, right? I said, okay, meet me at the hookah spot or meet me at the Thai food restaurant, whatever, right? Meet me there at 8:30. Because I'm taking the girl or inviting her to a place that I always go to, right? That I like to go to by myself. I actually like to get to the date early to set the vibe. So if I tell a girl to meet me there at 8:30, I like to get there at 8:15. I like to already have the hookah and shit like that.
Right.
Because one time, here's what happened, Mr. Locario. One time I arrived, like I used to do, to a date early, right? There was a chick that I was messing with that I took to that same spot a couple of weeks early. I didn't realize she was crazy then, right? Before the girl that was supposed to arrived, I'm smoking hookah waiting on her. The other chick and I guess some random friends just ran in past me inside the hookah bar and went straight to the restaurant.
Right.
So because I was there early, I was able to see the bullshit, and I was able to text my girl, the girl that I was supposed to see, and say, "Hey, actually meet me at this other spot."
Right. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So actually getting there early and being on time and being consistent can actually save you from a lot of bullshit.
Right. No,
you know what I'm saying? But of course, you got to have experience. Even dudes got to have experience for that. But thank you so much, Mr. Locario. Thank you for touching on these topics.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. I'm a holla man. That's what's up.
Yes,
all
sir.
right. So, I think 715 was trying to call up, so you can call back. Let me try to get you back on there. You know what I'm saying?
You're forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 7.
Uh-oh. See, that's why I can't be calling motherfuckers back, because they be leaving the voicemails and shit. So call back. I seen 862 trying to call, so call back. So we got a few minutes left. All right, so 862, what's popping?
Hey, what's good?
What's going on?
I donated to Miles.
All right, that's what's up. So what's going on? What's going on?
Stay calling on the description. I just had a question. Like, so I got this chick's number, but like before I got the number, I said we should get together. But I was like, what happened was I fucked up because I wanted to say like we should get together and hook up, but I just didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? So like, since I said we should get together, if I hit her up, like if I call her or something like that, can I still like make that shit happen? Like, will we hook up, or should I just like take her on the date? You know what I'm saying?
So what do you want to do?
I'm trying to hook up.
Okay, so why would you take her on a date if you're just trying to hook up?
Nah, just because like I didn't say it like in person. You know what I mean?
So do you think a woman who doesn't want to hook up with you will hook up with you just because you took her on a date?
No.
Right. So then that's what I'm saying. So basically what I'm trying to say is this. You need to find out if the girl wants to hook up with you. That's the point. Like, you don't know because you didn't say it, or you didn't imply it, or you didn't flirt with her to let her know that's what you wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? So you're saying, damn, well, I told her, let's get together. And you're saying, well, I didn't tell her I wanted to hook up, even though I want to. So because I didn't tell her I wanted to hook up, should I take her on a date and soften the situation and then try to hook up with her? That's what you're saying, right? Right. What I'm saying is, the only reason the girl will hook up with you is because she wants to hook up with you. You just don't know if she does, because you never flirted with her, been direct with her about it. So what I'm saying is, either way, whether you call her to say I want to hook up or call her to take her on a date, you still need to know if she's going to hook up. So either one or two things going to happen. You're going to call her and say, hey, let's hook up. And she's going to say yes because she wants to, or no because she doesn't. Or you're going to call her and say, hey, let's go on a date. And then you're going to try to hook up. And she's either going to hook up with you because she wants to, or she's not because she don't want to. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, so basically what I'm saying at the end of the day is this. You can't do anything to make a woman want to hook up with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? All you're doing is finding the women who want to hook up with you. So you're saying, well, Locario, what can I do and say and make happen to make the hookup happen? Nothing. You can't do anything to make it happen. Your job is to find the woman.
Approach, like, the approach is the
Say it again?
So basically, like, either it doesn't matter which approach I do, like I'm going to the same conclusion.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. So the only difference, though, is that there are some times where a woman was thinking about hooking up with you, but then your behavior could make her change her mind about it. Does that make sense? But what I'm saying is that you're not in there's never going to be a situation where girls like, oh, I would never fuck this guy. And then you just say some magical words and now she's like, ooh, I want to do him. You understand? Like, that's not how it works. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is your job is to find out if the girl actually is trying to hook up or not. That's the point.
Got you.
You see what I mean?
I got you.
All right.
Thanks for the input.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call. All right. 718. You was trying to call in. 718. Call back. The call-in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. He said he doesn't think the woman will say yes, so he's trying to play the long game. Exactly. That's Okay, 919. What's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, it's Khalil, man.
What's up? Hold on. Did you donate though?
Yeah, I donated to Miles Cunningham.
All right. So what's going on?
It's something that I'm dealing with when it comes to family and question, right? How you remove yourself from family, who was born into, being super emotional? Because I got men that teach me how to be a man, but they also emotional. They also like be crying and stuff like that. Like, for me, I find it unattractive. I'm not unattractive. I didn't mean to say that. But for me, I find it like kind of like disgusting and stuff like that.
So wait, what's your question? What's the question? What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to remove myself from men like just get emotional and just be crying and stuff like that. Like I got family, like I'm trying to, present as super masculine, but they want me to be emotional. Also, they want me to black out. Also, like
so what do you? Okay, so why are you hanging out with your family members?
Oh, I'm not hanging out. I'm not hanging out with them. It's just once I'm like, sometimes they just want me to be in a conversation. I told them no, and sometimes they try to get into fights because I ain't want to like be in there because they really emotional and they really try to put their hands on me and stuff like that. And I don't want to like.
Wait. I'm confused. Give me an example because I don't understand what you're talking about. So give me an example of what you're saying is happening because this sounds weird. Like, so you just be chilling and they say, so what do you think about M&Ms? And you're like, well, I don't like M&Ms. I like Skittles. And they're like, what, nigga? Then they start fucking you up. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, no. When they be talking about like, they be having conversations like, they care what people think, but at the same time they have conversations like politics and stuff like that. And I'm cool with that, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's just also, when they talk about traumas and stuff, because in my family, we have trauma in our life. I had trauma in my life too, and since I learned about y'all, about the game, about life, I learned I think in my mind, it makes me stronger. You know what I'm saying? The trauma in my life that I went through, it makes me stronger. But how they present it, it's like, it makes them stronger too, but it just, they cry about it and cry about their past.
But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, right, is that right now, my cousin could be talking about something or feeling some type of way, but I'm not there. So I don't give a shit. Like, why are you like, what I'm saying is, why are you in these situations where you're having these conversations? I live
with my pops. So he does that.
Okay. So you live with your dad.
Yeah,
so
my best.
Okay. So because you live with your dad, why are you having these conversations still?
I don't have conversations when they have conversations.
So then, that's what I'm saying. How are you in these situations where that's happening?
Man, I be going upstairs. They be telling me, "Yeah, man, should you come down there and stuff like that?" And I just say, like, I try to say no because they get really mad and really pissed off.
Caller, stop. This is ridiculous, bro. How old are you?
Man, I'm 24, man.
24. So why didn't you got your own spot?
Right now I'm working on it.
All right. So now that you're working on it, so do you have your own room?
Yeah, I have my own room.
Okay. So why don't you go, when you're at home, go in your room, close your door and ignore them niggas? Like, what's the problem?
I done that before where they be feeling something. You know what? You're right. I shouldn't be caring what they think. Right.
Y'all dudes, man. It's like y'all just y'all just love to be in the situations that you don't need to be in. I understand. It's real simple. If somebody is annoying you based on them being emotional or whatever, having certain conversations, don't have those conversations. If you don't want to talk about certain things, don't talk about those things. Like, why is it so hard?
Yeah, I just don't want to. Like, I don't want to be in those because they want me to. I don't say anything. They just drag me.
Okay, and when are you moving out?
I'm thinking about moving out in October.
Okay, so why not sooner?
Okay.
No, I'm just asking. Why not sooner? Why October?
I wanted to save enough money.
So you don't have enough money saved right now to get like a 1-bedroom apartment?
No, I mean I can do that. I can do that.
Okay, so then that's what I'm saying. Like, so what I'm saying is whatever issues you have, figure out ways to get out of that situation so you don't have to deal with that issue. Right now, one of the ways to deal with that issue is to go in your room, lock the door, and don't listen to these niggas. Like, why is that so hard?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Right, Mr. Carl. You're right, Mr. Locario. I'm still out here being the student of the game and stuff like that. I only been listening to you for a year or two because you really changed my life.
All right, brother. Well, listen, save that money, get your ass out that house, and can continue doing what you're doing. All right.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Keep spitting that game, man.
Yes, sir. All right, peace. All right, I want to get 718 to call back because he was trying to call back like 6 times. So 718, call back. Okay, 718 is not trying to call back. 224, what's popping? Who this?
Yeah. Daniel Jacksonville, 24.
All right, did you donate?
Yeah, I just sent something else. Like just now.
Yes, so what's going on? What's up?
Yeah, so I had a question about can you explain so when you're saying taking the lead with a woman, so that should mean really just using leading language and letting her say no?
Yes. So you tell a woman what you want to do, tell a woman what the situation is, what the plan is, and then you give her the opportunity to say yes or no. If she says yes, then you continue to give her more time and energy. If she says no, or she's not following your lead, you don't fuck with her. That's it.
Okay, because I think it was finally connected. It started finally connect. I've been listening to you guys heavily these past couple weeks or whatever, and it's finally connecting to me when you're saying taking charge and being dominant, that is connected to the leading language, the vernacular of not really asking but telling and doing.
Right, but this is the thing. It's not just about what you're saying. It's what's behind what you're saying. So what you're saying, you have to believe in what you're saying. You can't just say shit and then expect things to go down, because what happens is that sometimes the reason why women won't listen to you is because they don't believe what you're saying. And they don't believe what you're saying because based on the interactions you've been having with women, it lets them know that they don't believe you're full of shit. Meaning that, so for example, if you're a leader, right? And listen, because I know you say, oh, I go to these bars and I see the same girl 6 times and all that other shit, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if the first 5 times you saw the woman, you wasn't leading, and then now on the 6th time, you're like, you know what? I'm going to lead today. She ain't gonna listen to your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because if you were a leader, you would have led her the first time. Does that make sense?
Right. And so, yeah, it just makes sense. So I've been kind of more practicing or rehearsing, I guess I should say, just being more leading with action instead of
right. But you got it. But you have to be about that at all times. You understand? You can't lead it's just something you do on the weekends. Do you understand what I'm saying? That has to be part of how you do things, period. So you have to lead yourself first, and then you can lead the women. So you're not going to be able to lead the women if you can't even lead yourself first. So if you have certain things that you need to do, you got to tell yourself, hey, I'm going to do this and then do that thing. Because if you can't even follow your own lead, how you expect the woman to follow your lead? You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't believe that you can even do the things you say you're going to do, how are you going to believe that a woman's going to do the things you're saying that you want her to do? You see what I'm saying?
Right. So it begins at home. It begins from the moment I wake up.
Exactly. It begins with you. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? That's why we say the game is about you. Because what happens is that when that woman follows your lead, what she's showing is that she is being a reflection of you. You understand what I'm saying? So she's following your lead. She's cooperating, right? Which means she's on the same page as you. But that happens because she believes that in what you're saying. And she believes in what you're saying because you believe in what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? So it comes off differently than somebody just pretending to be a leader or just putting on a show or just saying words that's empty. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just sent Miles another 5 because I actually just had a question that popped up in my head while I was on the phone with you. And thank you for the game there. So what do I do? Okay. So it was about a situation with this chick where, apparently, she wanted me to hook up with her and stuff like that. And then I kind of just went home and like fell asleep on her couch by accident. Yeah, I know that's bad. Yeah, it's really bad. I know. I realized that how bad it was like afterwards. But I fell asleep on her couch, and so now when I see that chick, I try to talk to her, whatever, like, and she like is now no longer talking to me like at all.
Right, because you were supposed to, y'all were going to the place to smash, yes?
Yeah.
And you didn't smash, you just fell asleep on a couch?
Well, I mean, she opened a champagne bottle and it was really good champagne. Let's put it like that.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's the type of chick that's not going to believe nothing you talking about, nothing you saying. She ain't going to take you seriously, right? So that's the type of shit that happens. That's what you have to be on point at all times. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because remember, when you are leading a woman, she's basically putting her trust in you. So if she feels she can't trust you, she's not going to follow you. You see what I'm saying? So when you're telling a woman to follow your lead and to cooperate, right? What you're essentially saying is trust me with your life. And so if you say, "Oh, we're gonna go to your crib and smash," then you go to her crib and then you fall asleep. She can't trust what you say. You see what I'm saying? Dang. That's the problem. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You can't just be on some, well, I'm gonna lead on Tuesdays and Fridays, and that's it. You gotta be like this all the time. You gotta do what you say all the time.
So then how do you kind of integrate that where you're doing all the time? Because I wouldn't consider myself like a natural leader.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You have to do that all the time with yourself first. So if you say, "Hey, Wednesday, I'm a finish that project that I've been putting off," then Wednesday you got to do that shit. You have to say to yourself, "I'm going to do this," and then do it. You understand? Because you doing it is you respecting your word. So if you want the woman to respect your word, you have to respect your word also. You see what I'm saying? You can't not respect your word and then expect the woman to respect your word. Because remember, like I said, she's putting her trust in you. You see what I'm saying? So once she's putting that trust in you, you got to make sure that you are the type of person who can actually lead, so that once she realizes, "Oh, I can trust this guy," and then she's like, "I can trust him more and more," which creates more consistency with the cooperation. The problem is a lot of you guys are too flip-floppy, and then you just do shit when you feel like doing shit instead of doing shit because it has to get done. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's the thing, is that a leader does shit because it has to get done. It's not, "I'm doing the shit because, I just feel like it," or "I don't do shit because I feel like it. Yeah, I know I said I was going to do this, but today I don't feel like it." No. You have to do shit when you say you're going to do shit, and shit has to get done. So you do it no matter how you feel. That's being the leader. And so when a woman sees that she can rely on you because you are that leader, then she will follow you. See, a lot of times they give you resistance because they can tell you're not that based on the actions you've done in the past. So when you slept over that girl's house, she's like, "Oh, I could definitely not follow this motherfucker." You feel what I'm saying? Because the fact that he fell asleep, right? I don't trust him to do what he says. So why would I follow someone that I can't trust them to do what they say? Because then now I'm putting my life in danger by following him. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why you gotta be on point with this shit, man. All right, but listen, if you need some more, get some coaching, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, get some coaching so he can teach you some more of this stuff, right?
All right.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. All right, so I'm about to wrap this up. My food is on its way here. So listen, guys, make sure that, let me do these questions real quick. So he said, "Don't you strategically gas women so they can feel a feeling towards you when you say to a woman that you're exactly my type from the get-go? Isn't that game to get in her head? No, I'm telling her that she is my type because she is my type. And the reason why I know she is my type, because I understand patterns." Which you guys can go to badboymembership.com to check out this program so you can understand patterns too. You said, I don't see anything wrong with choosing to ignore women, text them back later, or do other things that display that she's not number one to my life. Some may say that's playing games, but not me. Well, this is the thing. It's playing games if you're doing that to try to get the woman to want to fuck with you versus you doing something because it's authentically you. Meaning, if I'm talking to a girl and, you know, she texts me and I'm in the middle of a meeting, right, and I see that her text pop up, I'll text her after the meeting. I'm not sitting there doing nothing saying, oh, well, let me pretend I'm busy and text this girl back. You see what I'm saying? It says, I went on a date last week and kissed. I tried to pull, but she said was a bit unwell and said another time. So I told her to hit me up this week. I ain't heard nothing yet. Should I hit her up or charge her? Well, yeah, she not feeling you, fam. Because if you told her to hit you up and she ain't hitting you up, then she ain't really feeling you like that. You see what I'm saying? Now, you could have said, hey, I'll hit you up this week and hit her up this week, but most likely she wouldn't have responded because the same way she's not responding back to this situation. It says, question not on topic, but what inspired you to start teaching a game? Was it an observation or people asking for your advice? I'm thinking of starting a channel with original stock trading ideas. Well, with me, it was just really me making a lot of mistakes, me learning from my elders who had game, me applying that, and then my life getting better because I understood the game. You see what I'm saying? And so my thing is, I want other people to get better in their situations. You see what I'm saying? So I just spread that word. So last says, how do you not be scared to lose a woman? All right, well, get coaching, Kevin. Get coaching. You feel me? All right, people, that's pretty much it. Listen, make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, cunninghamelements.com, and badboymembership.com. Tune in tomorrow for the Friday show with myself and Miles. You feel what I'm saying? And that is pretty much it. You know, we are out of here, guys. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. And I want to introduce you to the massive game collection. This is 24 products that I've done over the past 2 decades, right? That you're going to get for one low price. Check this out.
Now, in the massive game collection, you're going to get my audio and video programs, seminars, and ebooks. These audio and video programs include How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day audiobook, The Bad Boys Guide to Dating program, Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men, Man Up, Principles Every Man Should Live By, The Abundance Mindset, How to Date Multiple Women Successfully, The Confidence Booster, Become the Man Women Naturally Desire, The Conversation Booster, Know Exactly What to Say to Spark Attraction, The Secret Woman Code, 7 Things Women Do to Deceive and Play Games, The Simple Way to Talk to Women, What Every Man Should Know About Sex, Dating, and Relationships, and Stop Being Nice and Friendly, How to Escape the Friend Zone for Good. Now, the seminars you're going to get are Expectations versus Reality Seminar, The Bad Boy Seminar, The Truth About the Game Seminar, How to Pick Up and Date Multiple Women Seminar, The Manhood and the Game Seminar, Reclaim the Game Seminar, and Step Up Your Dating Game Audio Seminar. And the ebooks that you're going to get are Looks Don't Matter ebook, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day ebook, The Bad Boy ebook, and 60-Second Game ebook. This collection covers everything you need to know about attracting and maintaining beautiful women in your life. This is what you're going to learn. How to approach women with confidence, overcoming your fear of rejection, mastering conversations and how to flirt, improving your appearance and presence, dating multiple women without drama, staying out the friend zone, understanding female psychology, and much, much more. I've noticed that many men today are either afraid to approach women or have given up entirely thinking it doesn't work anymore, right? I see a lot of videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube of women saying they don't want to be approached. And then they're saying they want to be approached. And guys are confused and guys are frustrated at approaching women. And so what I've done is that I've created a brand new program, right, that is only available on the massive game collection called Approaching Reborn, to motivate you guys to really go out there and approach. So this program, Approaching Reborn, is going to give you 5 easy proven ways to start approaching women again without fear of constant rejection, right? So inside this program, you're going to learn the mindset shift that makes approaching natural and stress-free. Also, an approach style that drastically reduces instant rejection. And then 3 powerful ways to approach women in different situations for maximum results, and more insider tips when you check out this program. So not only are you going to get all these other programs, you're going to get this brand new program called Approaching Reborn that's going to teach you how to really go out there, approach, and get the results that you want. How much will you need to invest to get the massive game collection? Now, keep in mind, you're getting 24 products. So if you were to purchase each of these products individually, it would come up to $2,185 if you got all of these combined. But you're not gonna have to invest that much today, because from now up until August 31st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can get the massive game collection for the low price of only $997. That's it. Only $997. So that means you're saving more than $1,000, right? Guys, let's be honest. You've probably spent more this year simping, tricking, going on dates with women who don't like you and waste your time. So now's the time to stop making the same mistakes you've been making and invest in yourself so you can get what you want out of the dating game.
Now remember, you have from now up until August 31st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to get on the discount price of $997. All right? Because on September 1st, the price is going to go way up. So make sure you click the link below or go straight to shoplocario.com right now to get the massive game collection today.